Hey guys, welcome to another video of Studies Cooper. So I'm back to teach you about a new topic today, and it's quite interesting. So before we start, make sure you subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that you are always notified with my new videos. So today I'm here to teach you about the algebraic expressions. So this chapter is quite interesting. So before any disturbance, let's start out, and this is gonna be the part 1. So this will give you an introduction to algebraic expressions, let you know about the terms of them, and even the addition of algebraic expressions. So let's begin. So before we start, we should know what is algebraic expressions. Algebraic expressions is a combination of variables and numerals separated by mathematical symbols. So, for example, you over here have 4x minus 5y plus 6. So, now they say that it is a combination of variables, numerals separated by mathematical symbols. So, now you have a doubt what is variables, what is numerals, and what is mathematical symbols. So as you have your examples over here, we will get to know about, will clear our doubt in this. So we are gonna know that x and y are the variables. So variables are something which can be replaced after a time by a constant number. So a to z, all the numbers which comes between these expressions is the variables of an expression. So we have completed what is variables. Now 4, 5 and 6 are numerals. As they are numbers, so we call them as a numeral. So there is nothing in this. So 4, 5 and 6 are numerals, and minus and plus are the mathematical symbols separating them. So we know what are the mathematical symbols, main mathematical symbols, which is plus, minus, divide and multiplied. So we have the mathematical symbol which is minus and plus in this expression. So now we knew what is variable, what is numeral, and what is mathematical symbol. Let's further move on. Now the next thing which we are gonna learn is terms and coefficients. So this same example we'll take so that we don't have any confusion with it. So the thing is, the expression is 4x minus 5y plus 6. So in this expression you are separating this 4x minus 5y and plus 6. Okay, and these three are known as terms. So what are terms? In all the expressions, we conclude that in all the expressions there are terms in it, and in this expression we consist of 3 terms, okay, which is 4x minus 5y and plus 6. So we conclude that, as I said, we conclude that algebraic expression is a combination of terms. Okay, so now we learned about terms. Now what are coefficients? So 4x, which is the first term, 4 is the coefficient of variable x. The variable is x, so 4 is gonna be the coefficient of the variable which is over here x. And for minus 5y, you should even take the minus with it. So minus 5y, so minus 5 is the coefficient of variable y in the second term. And 6 is a constant term because it doesn't consist of any variable, right? It is a constant term, okay? So we knew what are terms and coefficient too. Now we again have terms and coefficients, but taking the same example again, but we over here have an exponent, a square too. So we have that 4x minus 5y square plus 6. So in this square is added to make you understand that even exponents comes under the algebraic expressions. Okay, so now you have again the 3 terms, which is 4x minus 5y square plus 6, right? And now we knew what are terms, right? So these 3 are gonna be your terms, and we again conclude over here that this expression also consists of 3 terms and does the algebraic expressions are the combination of terms. And now in this example, 4x was your first term. So in this 4 is the coefficient of the variable x. Okay, and minus 5y square. So minus 5 is the coefficient of the variable y square. Okay, you have y square in 1. So you have to take out the variable which is y square in this term. Next is 6 is again the constant in this also. So now we are done with variables, numerals, mathematical symbols, terms and coefficients. So now let's further move on. Now we have the polynomials. So what are those? An algebraic expression containing one or more terms with variable having exponent as non-negative integers are called as polynomials. So you will see that expression has more than one term. It also has one term which for example could be 2x. So it is one term, but it has more than one term with a variable. Now we learned A to Z which comes under this expressions are variables. So it has more than one term with a variable having exponent. We also saw the exponent in our second example of terms and coefficients. So we had minus 5y square. So the square was the exponent as non-negative integer. So that square which was 2. So it could not be minus 2. It could be 2, but you shouldn't write the exponent value as a negative number. So it cannot be minus 2. So as non-negative integers are only known as polynomials. So what does a polynomial have? It has terms, it has variables, it has exponents. As non-negative integers, they are polynomials. So now these polynomials are like, if there is an expression with one term, you call it as a monomial, which for example as I said, you have 2x, minus 2x, 7, x squared 2, 8x square. So these are all with one terms, right? So these are known as monomials. And next you have the binomials, which is the expression with the two terms. For example, you have 4y plus 5. So this has two terms, which is the first term is 4y and the second term is plus 5. So this is a two term. So this is a binomial. And minus 4 into minus 4x plus 5 and 4x square minus 8x, 4y plus 5, 6y plus 8. So these all expressions consist of two terms. So these two terms are called as binomial. And what is expression with three terms called? It is trinomial. So trinomial is an expression with three terms. For example, minus 8 x cube plus 4x plus 4 plus 3x plus 4. So this is one term. One expression which has three terms, which is minus x cube plus 3x and plus 4. So this is a expression. So this is three terms. So they call this as a trinomial. And one more example which they gave over here is 8x square minus 2x minus 8. So this again consists of three terms. So then it is a trinomial. Okay. So now we know what is polynomial also, right? So next is, and it continues on. Okay, and next you have the like and unlike terms. So what are like terms and what are unlike terms? So terms which we have learned today, which consist of same variable and exponent, are called as like terms. For example, you have 8x cube and 9x cube. So you could see that the variable and the exponents are same. Am I right? The number differs, the numerals differs. That is not a problem. But your variable and your exponent, if that variable has an exponent, so that variable and that exponent should be the same. If they are same, we call them as a like term. Hope you understand. Let's take one more example, which is 4y and 5y. So you could see that the variable over here is y, right? So this y in the first term and second term are the same. So they are the like terms. So like terms are the terms which consist of same variables and the exponents. You have to keep in mind that the terms which have the same variable and exponents are known as like terms. Okay. Now the next is the unlike terms, which is the terms which consist of different variables and exponent are called as unlike terms. So now like terms, which we saw that they should be of same variable and the same exponent. But in expression, if you have a different variable and a different exponent, you call them as an unlike term. For example, you take 5y and 3z. So the variables are y and z in the first expression, which means to say that they are not the same variables, which concludes to say is that this is an unlike term. Followed by that, the next one also, it is 6x cube and 6x square. Why is this an unlike term? It is because the unlike terms are the term which also consist of different exponents. So the variables over here are same, but even our exponents should be, the variables over here are same, but our exponents are different, right? So this will come under the unlike term category. So now we differentiated between like and the unlike terms. Hope it was clear for you. Now we have the degree of a polynomial. So we knew what is a polynomial, am I right? So now we are gonna know what is the degree of a polynomial. So the highest power of the variable in an expression is the degree of a polynomial. For example, you have this expression which is 3z squared plus 5x power 5 minus 4y cube. So in this, what is the highest exponent, which that is the variable x, which is 5. So you have exponent values over here, which is 2, 5 and 3. So the highest number, highest exponent you are getting is the exponent, the power of x, which is 5. So therefore 5 is gonna be your degree of the polynomial. Was it understandable? I hope it was understandable for you guys. So in the question, let x be a number. So now let us take another example, which is 7. Okay, so now 7 into 1, what is that is, now you are going to multiply 7 into 1, in which 1 is equal to x power 0. Okay, so now what is going to be the degree of 7? What is going to be the degree of a polynomial of 7, which is equal to 7 into x power 0, which is that we conclude that any constant number's degree is equal to 0. So if a question occurs that what is the degree of the polynomial of any constant number, which could be, let it be any number from 1 to etc. So any number which doesn't has a variable, which only have a constant, they those degree of a polynomial is always gonna be 0. Okay, and degree of a polynomial is the highest power of the variable in an expression. So it was understandable, I hope so. So now let's continue. Now we come to the main of our part 1, which is the addition of algebraic expression. So now we learned about the small things which we were supposed to learn in this algebraic expression. Now let's go with the interesting part, which is addition of algebraic expressions. So let's begin. So now to add an algebraic expression, the like terms, we have known what is like terms. So the like terms are written one below the other and then are added. So what were like terms? The like terms were the terms which consist of same variable and the same exponents. So the same variable and the same exponent, which is equal to like term, should be written one below the another and then should be added. So let's take an example. You have an example which is add 2x plus 3y cube plus 3 and x plus 8y plus 9. Okay, so how are you going to add this? Let's check it out. So now we took the question which was written. So the first of all, in writing an addition or any subtraction or multiplication, anything, the highest expression should be written first. The highest term should be written first. So for example, in this 7y cube is the highest, right? It is the highest number in this expression, so that will be written first, and then you have x, you wrote 7y cube plus 0. Why did we write that? So we'll see to it, but now first let's say it. So what did we write? We wrote 7x cube plus 0 plus 2x plus 3, and at the next row we wrote 0 plus 8y plus x plus 9. So why did we write 0 at between? So what happens is, what does this say in addition of algebraic expression? They say that you have to add the like terms, which means to say that you cannot add any unlike terms. Only the like terms should be added. So as we knew what are like terms, so you could see at the first, which is 7y square, you doesn't have any other pair for that variable, which is y cube. So you don't have any other pair for it, so that cannot be added with any other number. It could only be added with an term which consists of y cube. So you don't have any other term for it, so you add a 0 at the down. And next, you don't have an expression which consists of only y in the first row, right? So you add a 0 again. So 2x plus 3 we wrote, as they said, and after that and you have x plus 8y plus 9. So you don't have an expression which consists of y cube, so then we wrote the 0 in it, and next we had 8y, so then we wrote it, and x we had, so then we wrote it down of 2x, and then we had a constant term which was 9. So now how are we gonna add it? We will add it now normally how we do add it, but in this you should not check out the variables, just add like how normally you add the numbers. So you get the answer as 7y cube plus 8y plus 3x plus 12. How did we get it? Let me tell you. So now you have 3 plus 9. Okay, so now 3 plus 9 is equal to 12. So then we write 12 at the down. Okay, now you have the 2x plus x. So why is it 3x? It is because your x, which is at the second row, it doesn't consist of any constant number, which means to tell that this x is actually 1x. You have that your x, if you just have a variable, you don't have a constant number, in default you will be telling that x as 1x. So any number like that will be said as 1 and the variable which is being given. So you have 2x plus 1x in default, so which is 3x, right? And next you don't have any number at the top, you just have 8y, so then you write 8y as simple normally, and you don't have any number to add with 7y cube, so then you simply write 7y cube. So our final answer is 7y cube plus 8y plus 3x plus 12. Okay, so this would be understandable for you. Let's move to 2 more sums to make us more clear with it. So now the next sum which we have over here is 9x cube plus 4x minus 10 and minus 3x square plus 6x minus 12. So how are we going to add it? We will write the expression which was given. First you will write 3x square plus 0, because you don't have any thing to write for the, to be paired with x square. So then you write it 0 plus 4x minus 10, and the second row you don't have any number to be added with x cube, so then you write it as 0 minus 3x square plus 6x minus 12. So now, as I said, we'll add it normally, so which will give us the answer as 9x cube minus 3x square plus 10x minus 22. So let me again tell you about this, so then you will be clear with it. So now, as we know, it is minus 10 plus minus 12. So as we have learned about integers, so plus minus is equal to subtraction, plus minus is equal to minus, and you have to put out the greater number sign. So then we add them, 12 plus 10. So now you get 22, and as you have to do the larger number sign, so add and put the same sign. So then we will just put minus 22. So the next is 4x plus 6x, so you will normally write it as 10x, and then you have over here is minus 3x square, so then you will normally write it as minus 3x square, because we don't have any number to be added by x square, so you will just simply write it, and you again don't have any number to be added with 9x cube, so then you'll normally write it. So I hope this was understandable for you. Let's take out a last example for us to surely understand it. So at the third one, you have 4p squared q minus 3p cube plus 9 and 4p q minus 8 and 3p plus 2p squared q plus 11. So you will arrange it as I said you. So now we have arranged it in this. As we have understood about the addition of algebraic expression, we'll just normally go with this. So your answer is 6p square q plus 1p q plus 3p plus 12. So you could just look into this, so that you will try to understand how did this answer come. So we are done with our part 1, and if you just like this video, please hit a like, and if you have still not subscribed to Study Scoopers, make sure you subscribe it too and press the bell icon, so that you're always notified with my new videos. So guys, thanks a lot for watching this video, and I'll be coming soon with a new video. So thank you.